Hello, how are you guys doing? It's me, Gremlin. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Jugg edit from A to Z. But it's going to take some time because I have to introduce to you guys some methods that I use to do Jugg edits. This is not anime. This is going to be a normal video clip. But don't worry, I will make a Jugg edit video on anime. So just stay tuned. But I'm just going to be using a normal video. And do a Jugg edit on it. The methods are quite similar to apply in anime. So anyways, let's just get on with it. I will explain along the way. So the first software that you will need is going to be Flowframes. So I'm going to type Flowframes. I'm going to search up Flowframes and it's the first result. But here's the thing, it's better if you have NVIDIA's GPU, but if you have AMD, don't worry, you still have an option for you to actually use this. So it also supports AMD GPUs via NCNN Vulkan. So let me just launch my app real quick. Okay, so this is Flowframes. So regarding the GPU and stuff, I'm currently using a RTX 4070 Super, but if you're using AMD, then you need to go through interpolation. Let's say if you're using an RX 7800 or something, you can actually change this over to as such Rife NCNN Vulkan / NCNN implementation of Rife. This is for AMD, and then you have NVIDIA only. So yeah, you can actually choose which one is which based on the name itself. Okay, so once you're done finding out what the GPU is and what your how you do it, now it's time for you to get your clips. So the clips that I have here in my downloads, so it's going to be a video of Phil Swift. I'm going to do a Jugg edit on Phil Swift, guys. All right, okay, so you want to check the frame rate. So what you do is you just right click on the video, show more options, and go to properties and go to details. Okay, and then from here you can actually see the frame rate of the video. It says it's 29.97 frames per second. Here is important because before you do a Jugg edit, as you may notice, it's a lot of time remapping, right? Time remapping on the videos. So if you have a low frames per second, it's gonna be choppy, right? That's the word, choppy. It's gonna be very choppy, and your slow motion is gonna be ass. Okay, so yeah, yes, the answer is very clear. You're going to put this into interpolation, and you're going to ramp it up to at least 3 times or 2 times depending on the FPS. So let's say if it's 29 times 2 is, okay, but here's the thing, it's not done yet actually. Okay, the next software that you'll need is going to be FFMPEG. all right, sorry, I just said, okay, FFmpeg. Okay, this software, basically what it does is, what I'm going to do with it is that, okay, we're going to be using a command. It's called mpdecimate. Okay, so here's the thing, how to know whether if you have installed FFmpeg. Okay, you're just going to type in FFmpeg. Okay, and this thing will appear. Now the next thing that you'll need to do is you want to change the directory to where you have downloaded your clips. Okay, so you want to press CD, change directory. In this case, my video is inside this folder, so you just copy and paste it in there. Okay, and now it's already in the directory. So now you're going to find the video, but here's the thing, the name of the video is very long, so I'm going to change it to flex shot. Okay, there it is. Now the next thing that you'll need to do is you're going to type in the command mpdecimate. So what this does is it will remove any dead frames in your video. So the code is as follows. You can just copy it, okay, and paste it in here. But of course, you can take your time and copy this if you want. You can just pause the video and just copy it. But don't worry, like I said, the code is going to be in the description below, so you can just copy it and paste it in. So yeah, so this is the input file. Okay, this is where you're going to put in your input file of the video. Okay, and then the output file, basically everything has completed, like the video is done and everything, it will be in output. So you want to put in flex shot final or flex shortcut. Okay, I'm gonna put it before. So essentially gonna wait for it to cut everything, okay, and remove all the dead frames. So this is how it should look like when you're done. So minimize this, go back to the video, and there you go, flex shortcut. Okay, so I'm gonna hover over this. As you can see, the length of the video is now 1 minute and 28 seconds. So let me just open both, and as you can see, I mean, technically it's not that much, but it gets the job done. So a flex shortcut, this is it. So 1 minute 29. The original video is 1 minute 33 seconds. Okay, so it's not done yet. So after you guys have completely removed all of the dead frames, now you're gonna put it inside your flow frames. So let me just drag this over the flow frames, put it inside there, and as you can see, the frames, the original frames is 25 frames per second, but I'm gonna ramp it up to 75. Like I said, minimum 60 FPS and above. All right, so too bad I have to put it 75. So if you're using NVIDIA, this is the best result, and if you're using AMD, NVIDIA over here. Okay, so just take note that when you switch over to the next AI, it will reset the frame, so you have to change it again. So put it to 3 times, and then for Rife, just leave it as per usual, don't touch anything, and then we're gonna interpolate this. Right, anyways, let's put in the video. Okay, and let's start editing. So it's going to be a normal time remapping thing, so I'm going to be editing it by myself, and then once I'm done, I will just show you, and I will break it down to you how I managed to do the edit. So just stay tuned.
Watch how you whip. I got shit in here. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so there are a lot of things to unpack there, but let me just try my best to explain it to you. Okay, so this is a pretty crazy Jugg edit. It's really fast, so I hope you guys can understand that understand the explanation that I'm about to do here. So okay, this is how the clip looks like, okay, without any effects whatsoever. Okay, this is how the clip looks like. Okay, it's very empty, nothing crazy about it. Okay, and it's in 75 FPS. So I'm gonna go up to speed again, curve, and then under flash in. Okay, and then so what you want to do is you want to go to here, smooth slow-mo, put optical flow. All right, that's it, done. And this is how it looks like. Okay, pretty cool, isn't it? So you only include keyframes at the start of the video and the end of the video, and then followed by in the middle, somewhere in the middle, closer to the end of it. So around here, you want to change this to 120. You can even put it 150 if you want, but it's going to be quite crazy in my opinion. So I think 120 is just nice. Okay, just nice. Okay, now what you want to do next is you want to right click on this video, this clip, show variable speed animation. And the thing is, if you want to see what is inside this, because you can't really see anything here, so you want to drag this. Basically, it increases the length of this and the size of the timeline. Okay, so now you can see everything. So here is the thing: you want to make it smooth as possible, right? So you want to press on the keyframe, press this button, and then after you want to press ease out. Okay, so ease out basically makes it even smoother. So it would increase this, the size of it, and then it will zoom in, and then after that it would have a pretty bad, it's still not smooth yet, right? Because of this part here. I've already adjusted it. I already included a ease out from the start of the line here. And the next one, which is the next line on the right side here, the right side here, you want to press it, and then you want to go to ease in. Okay, now it's much more smoother. Okay, now it's much more smoother. That is your keyframe for your Jugg edit. And then next, you want to press on the video animation, and you want to include shake tree, right? So this is how it looks like, but of course it's not that nice. So you want to bring it closer to the end. because if you put it right here, it's still in the shake animation process. So if you put in a zoom in animation, it will make it look very funny. You know, yeah, it's kind of it looks pretty funny, honestly. You can try this. You can try this. It's a trial and error sort of thing, right? You can definitely put it. But in my opinion, you can put it at the end of the clip, just right here, once the shake has ended. Okay, so this is how it looks like with the shakes and everything. Okay, that's it. Pretty simple. Okay, so there are a couple of animations that I like to introduce to you guys. So the first animation would be shake tree. Okay, shake tree animation is pretty good. And then you have another one which is yeah, so essentially it's just shakes, right? You want to find animations that are called shakes. Okay, you want to have that shake effect to it. So shake 1, shake 2, and shake 3. So as the number increases, it means that it's much more stronger. The shake is much more stronger. So if you shake 1, okay, it's not that strong. Shake 2 is just nice, and then shake 3 is way crazier. So when it comes to Jugg edits, your shakes are extremely crazy. Okay, to the point where it's like an earthquake, right? So you can, like I said, it's trial and error. You can find any shakes you want, but this is what I use for most of my edits. And the next one would be, okay, so this is for animation, right? Animation for the individual clips. Next will be a transition. So transition is when you want to include it inside in between the clips, so with the animation of the shake. So the most common Jugg edits I notice is to always include a dissolve transition to it. So this is how it looks like. Okay, pretty nice, pretty cool. Okay, there's a transition, dissolve transition to it. And then you also have other transitions like another shake. Even if you have more shakes, carry on. Okay, that's how. Okay, you want to have more impact in your videos. That's nice. Okay, and oh yes, I forgot something. For animations, right? Make sure that the duration is to the max. Okay, all the way to the max. At least 5 seconds at most. At least 5 seconds. If it's not 5 seconds, you have to drag it all the way to the clip. At the end of the clip. Because if you put it to 2 seconds, 2 seconds is what I usually use for my normal edits. Not really that crazy in terms of like if you like Jugg edits, because Jugg edits, the shake, like I said, the shakes are very, very strong. So if you want even more crazier shakes, you have to increase the duration of it, obviously, so to make it more impactful. Okay, so that's it. You're done. And now, okay, it doesn't look nice. Okay, it doesn't look nice at all. So what you want to do is you want more shakes. You want to include more shakes. So you want to go over to effects, type in shake. Okay, and then you have another shake which is called shake tree. Okay, shake tree. This is the effects section. Okay, include a shake tree, and then you want to cut it. Make sure that it's in between the transition. Okay. Okay, notice how there's this like chromatic effect here. So you have to hide the track. You cannot see the chromatic effect. If I don't hide it, you can see the chromatic effect. You can actually include this if you want. It basically gives you much more effect to it, right? Okay, it's whatever, right? Okay, but that's your choice. You can put this if you want, but you know, it's up to you. Okay, next one, what you need is you need to have a normal shake effect. Just a normal shake will do. Okay, this one is basically this shake effect is basically the background shake. So let me just hide this. So it has the MLG shake effect. If you don't know what's MLG, if you just type in MLG edits, you have the earthquake effect to it. Yeah, so this is the earthquake for the MLG edits. So you have the like earthquake effect here, but obviously it doesn't look nice because it's too much, because it's very shaky. You want to decrease it, or even 5, maybe 3 will do. 3 is a nice spot. And then the next one, what you need is obviously the flashes, right? So you need a black flash. So black flash 2. Okay, just include this as well, so you have that very nice black flash in your video. Now obviously it's going to be very dark, so it depends on the strength of it as well as the speed. So for the speed, you want to lower it down to maybe 10, and 10, and then 10, and then 10. So everything is in 10, so you can follow this. So this is how it looks like. Okay, pretty simple, right? And then the last thing all you need is the FPS lag. So FPS lag is, okay, hold on, just type in lag in the effects section. Yes, this is a game changer for Jugg edits. You don't have to export it in the lowest FPS when you have this. This is godlike. It makes it even crazier than before. So, but obviously no one's gonna watch a video when it's this laggy, right? So, I mean, the laggy it is, the more juggy it is. I don't know. It's so I don't know. But still, okay, you wanna lower it down to at least 50. Okay, so it's not as crazy as this. Is watchable compared to this. This is even more juggier in my opinion, you know. Yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much it. Okay, this is how you do a transition for Jugg edits. Okay, pretty simple, nothing too crazy about it, and you can even incorporate this in anime, which I will do a tutorial soon on how to do Jugg edits on anime. In that case, I will also experiment on different transitions, because it doesn't have to be shakes, it can be warps as well. Warps, I will try to experiment on it. I will do a tutorial soon, so don't worry about it. I will see what I can do with my hands, magic. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, because I will be doing more tutorials for you guys using Capcut. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned, and I'll see you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you.
If you mind, I go delete yourself. Sometimes I wanna delete myself. Scars on my wrist, I put back in the zone. I needed you, but I believe myself.
Big Draco, fuck your pistol. Pass out whisper like a missile. Go, stupid dumb.